Hey, what's up? It's your boy Burf, and it's 5 Thrift Store Friday! Yes, it's 5 Thrift Store Friday, the happiest day of the week. And in this episode, you are not gonna believe the treasures that I found. We've got Marvel figures still on cart, still in the box. We've got some amazing NECA figures still in the box, got them dirt cheap. And for all my wrestling fans out there, I found some super rare wrestling figures. From my understanding, only about 1,000 of each were ever made. I might be wrong on that, but that's from my understanding. But that's not all. I even picked up something special for my daughter Caroline from a toy line based on one of her favorite TV shows. Well, one of her favorite Netflix shows. Plus, I found some vintage toys that'll bring you right back to the good old days. It's a jam-packed episode, folks, full of good vibes and awesome finds. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. If you are, hit that like button and let's roll out.
Out of the thrift store, looking for toys galore. My name is Burf and this is my turf. I'm straight out of the thrift store.
Oh wow, check these guys out. So these are the jumbo football players. These are vintage. These could be just like, I think these are cake toppers. What do they want for that? $2.99? All right, I'll grab those. There's some bags of Lego. These look like older Lego. I don't know anything about Lego. They just look older to me. Some of the white looks yellowed, like it's been around for a while. Oh wow, look at this thing. Tony Romo. A little version and a big version. What do they want for that? They want $8 for it. Well, I saw where one of them sold for like $30, another for like $40. Living in Dallas, I'm assuming I could probably sell that on Marketplace pretty quick. All right, I think I'll grab it. Check this out. The Indiana Jones Complete Adventure Series. It's just a little like booklet with all the CDs in it. That is pretty cool. It's $3.99. I'm gonna get it. Check that out. Now, I don't know if that is like a reproduction or is this a vintage? I mean, it's got the old Patriots logo on it, but it looks so new, you know? What do they want for that? $1.99. Yeah, I'm gonna get that because I think that's something a New England Patriots football fan would like for tradition, for legacy, for family, for each other, forever New England. Yeah, I don't know if it's made by Whirly. All right, well, I'm gonna get it. So check these out. First of all, here's a Transformers Scavenger series or something like that. I think he's incomplete, but I'll probably pick him up. And then we got this bag of like McDonald's Beanie Babies, but they're actually like McDonald's Beanie Babies. See, that one there is Ronald. The purple one is Grimace. Yeah, see the little Grimace there? And then this one is like a large fry. And then we got some like, I don't know, Velveteen Rabbit in there or something like that. They want $4.99 for the bag. I like McDonald's stuff, like anything that has McDonald's on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Look, this is in a completely different part of the store. Completely different part. This is like in the household wares. I can't believe that. Man, it's my lucky day. You know, typically I see these for like VHS, but that is not VHS. What would that be for? It's not gonna be for CDs. It's like too wide. It's not gonna be for cassette tapes. You've got like these little pegs right here. I don't know. I don't know what that would be used for. Any of you guys know what this would hold? Let me know. I'm curious. Oh my God, Lyle Alzado. Wow, that is cool. No sweat, Lyle Alzado for the exercise program for everyone. All right, I'm gonna grab that. Got this Tai Chi here too. And then there's Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2. I believe I've got Hot Shots, but I don't have Part 2. Okay, so this first store was the Goodie Wheel, and I found a few items there, some things that I could flip and have actually already flipped and made some extra cash, and some things I'm gonna keep for my personal collection as well. So let's take a look at them. All right, gang, first up, we've got this 12-inch McFarlane Tony Romo figurine. And this thing's pretty cool. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan, definitely not a Tony Romo fan. But there are people that love this guy and people that are passionate about the Dallas Cowboys. So when I got home, I listed him on Facebook Marketplace and sold him within a couple of hours for $30. So this is the last look that you're gonna get at him. I just sold him today, and the guy is coming between 2:30 and 4 p.m. to pick him up. And I also threw in this little minifigure as an extra bonus. So if you remember, like I paid like $8 with tax for this guy and was able to flip him for 30. So it puts a little extra kiggity cash in my pocket. Up next, we're gonna look at these football cake toppers. How awesome are these, man? Talk about conjuring up some good memories. I remember when I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old, I got a cake. My cake was a football field for my birthday. It was football themed, and it had like green and white icing on it for the football field. And there were cake toppers very similar to these ones on top. And there were a couple of goal posts, and there was like a plastic football as well. And oh my gosh, I remember seeing these guys on the cake and just wanting to get them off the cake as quickly as I could so I could start playing with them. So man, it was like when I saw these, like I said, it just sent in a rush of nostalgia for me. Now these guys actually aren't worth a lot of money. I think I saw a lot of these selling on eBay for about 10 bucks. And so it's not anything that, you know, I'm going to be flipping. It's just something I got because it reminded me of my childhood. And I'll just be keeping these in my collection. And then I got these McDonald's themed Thai Beanie Baby. So I guess you got these in a Happy Meal. But we've got Ronald, we've got Grimace, still in the bags. We got, I guess, like a large fry, or is that supposed to be a Happy Meal? Maybe this is the Happy, oh yeah, I thought that was a large fry. That's just a Happy Meal box. So we got the Happy Meal bear. And then we got this Build-A-Bear Workshop Beanie Baby. So anyway, but the main reason I got them was for these. I love anything McDonald's themed. And then check this dude out. I found this Transformers Beast Machines Scavenger. And how cool is he, man? This thing is actually in really great shape. It's got tight joints. The only issue was, if you remember, the head I found over like in the pots and pans, like home decor section, and the body was over in the toy section. Well, it turns out the head was actually broken off. So I had to glue it back together. So it doesn't really have any articulation, but it definitely displays really, really nicely. And it's in great overall shape. It's a shame that the head was busted off because the joints on this thing are pretty tight and the colors on it are really vibrant. I love it. I'm just gonna keep it in my collection, but I thought it was pretty neat. But at the same time, kind of sad that somebody busted it. I also snagged these VHS. I got this Lyle Alzado one. It's called No Sweat, the exercise program for everyone. I had completely forgotten about Lyle until I saw this VHS tape sitting on the shelf. You know, he was real big in the 1980s, played for the Oakland Raiders, and also was known for his use and abuse of steroids as well. But yeah, pretty cool. Don't see that too often. And then I also got this Love at First Bite VHS. I'm gonna watch this first, and then I'm gonna send it off to my friend Vinny. Fabrizio, if you're watching, this thing's coming your way, man. I just need to watch it first. And finally, I got this Indiana Jones DVD set, The Complete Adventures. It's actually not complete though, because it's missing Dial of Destiny. But on the inside here, we've got Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. You can see that they've got some additional photos in there from when they were making the movie, which I think is really cool. We've got Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And then we've got The Last Crusade. And then finally, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And then it also comes with like this bonus features DVD. I thought it was a neat little DVD set the way they have it. It's like kind of like a book, you know? But yeah, pretty freaking awesome. You know, one thing I would love for them to do is I would love for them to make like a special edition of Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny and put it on VHS. Man, I would buy that in a heartbeat because I've got the first 3 on VHS. I'd love to have those last 2 on VHS as well. Which also reminds me, let me know in the comments below, which of the Indiana Jones movies was your favorite? Up next, we're gonna hit up Thrift Giant, old Thrifty Pants, and see what kind of goodies they got.
Well, this is new. They got this shelf here at the front of the store. And they got some figures on it. Is that the Toy Biz one? And then there's this dude. Yeah, definitely some older toys here. Is that G.I. Joe? Yeah, I think it says G.I. Joe. Is that like G.I. Joe Extreme? Oh, look, it's Major Chip Hazard. Oh, that is cool. All right. All right. How much they want for him? Is there a price on him? Well, there was a price on his arm right there, but it doesn't look like it's there now. Somebody rubbed it off. I got this Jurassic guy. Just curious what they're asking for him. I'm not gonna get him, but I'm just curious on the pro. It looks like it was rubbed off again. That's where it was. Oh, check out this vehicle. What does that go to? Well, it's part of the Action Man toy line. It's supposed to have a little figure that goes with it, but I don't see one. Just kind of walking around here, gonna check the shelves. Maybe somebody picked them up and put them down somewhere else. All right, well, hold up. What do we got here? We got some Star Wars figures in this bag. It's all modern Star Wars, though, but we got 1, maybe 2. I don't know if that's a Star Wars or not, but definitely 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there's a Spider-Man in there too. One that would go to like a motorcycle or something like that, some sort of vehicle. He's like in a sitting position. Hey, check out that tank. That's pretty cool. There's definitely something in there. Oh, here's some more figures. That is, isn't that like Sting's son or something like that? Or Dusty Rhodes' son? But then we got a Hulk Hogan. Okay, so I know you guys knew this already, but this is Cody Rhodes. I guess that is Dusty Rhodes' son, but this is, I think this one's a UK exclusive, and if he had his belt, he's selling for like $35, $40. So, I don't know, he might be worth 20 bucks in this condition. Well, too bad old Hulk didn't have his bandana. He'd be worth a little more money than he is. They want $5 for him. Well, this dude here's selling for like 20 bucks. This guy's selling for like 15. I mean, $5, $10, $15. There's probably $45 worth of figures there. What about this? I'm assuming that's John Cena. It looks like him, kind of. It's a bad face sculpt, though, in my opinion. Yeah, old John's going for like 10 to 15 bucks as well. I don't know. If I got them, If I got them just to flip them. I'd get them just to flip them. Okay, I kinda got it down to these three dudes. Now it's just a matter of whether I want to pull the trigger and spend $15 on these guys. I think I could probably get 35 or 40 out of them. Oh, wait a minute. They're all different price. Like he's $8.99, $4.99, $6.99. Yeah, I think that just made me change my mind on these guys. Oh, we got a couple more wrestlers over here. Lots of wrestlers here today. This Jimmy Uso guy, he's selling it for like 20 bucks. They want $3.99 for him. And then I gotta look this guy up. This guy's selling for like 10 bucks. And this guy, 20 bucks, but if he has his white necklace, so he's missing that. So I'll just leave him here. Looks like I'm not getting any wrestlers today. Oh, look at this doll. Who is that? Is it like Wilma Flintstone or something? Oh, it's a Kenner product. 1995. The Magic School Bus. Oh, yeah, I thought she looked familiar. Well, this is kind of cool. It's a time capsule. So you can put stuff in it, I guess, and then like bury it in your backyard. Well, that'd be kind of a neat thing to do. What do they want for that? $2.99? Yeah, what the hell? I think I'm gonna get it. Check this out, man. So this is from 1984. It's made by a company called Windstone. And this little dude just sold for 35 bucks. They want $4.99. I think I'll get him for that. Oh, check these out. This is made by a company called Cable Guys. I'll have to look that up. And then check out this gauntlet. Oh, it's a bottle opener. That's awesome. This guy right here holds like your PlayStation controller. He's missing his gun though, so they want a lot for him. $12.91. Check out this dude. Oh my gosh. Is that like his butthole? Why would they do that? It's weird. It's kind of neat though. Whoa, I almost dropped him. He's pretty neat. He's definitely old. I would say he's probably from like the 70s or 80s. That would be my guess on it. Just trying to decide if I want to get it or not. Check this guy out. What do they want for him? Oh, that might be a possibility. They got some bags of stuff over here. There's a Batman in there. Turtle? Oh, sorry. Some Power Rangers. Some Lion King stuff. And looks like some Avatar. Some Marvel. There's a Superman or Superboy. And this is a modern G.I. Joe vehicle. I've had this one before.
Okay, so there were a lot of wrestling figures at Thrift Giant. These are not the wrestling figures I was talking about at the beginning of the video. That's coming a little later in the episode. But there were a ton of wrestling figures. If they would have been around the $3.99 price each, I think I would have bought them. But, you know, some of them were like, I think $8.99. I mean, that's just like way too much, man. Just way too much for a thrift store anyway. So I left all that stuff behind, but I did snag a few things. Let's take a quick look. All right, well, check out Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. I thought she was Wilma Flintstone when I was looking at her, but I was like, I don't remember Wilma wearing a dress like that. But, you know, the hair and the face, I thought maybe she was from,
you know, the Flintstones movie with John Goodman and whatnot. But anyway, kind of cool. I've never actually seen an episode of the Magic School Bus. I do have it on VHS. Maybe I'll have to check it out. But I saw where she's selling for about 20 bucks, and I was able to pick her up for $2.99. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I also got this time capsule for the 21st century. How awesome is that? So I haven't actually talked to Caroline and Nicole about this yet, but I'm going to spring this on them. And maybe I'll do an episode of this. But what we're going to do is, I'm going to see if they're down for it, is we'll put some of our items, our favorite modern items, you know, things that we like from 2025, you know, and it could be toys, it could be a piece of jewelry, some coins, whatever, you know. And then maybe a letter we can put in there. We can write a letter to ourselves in the future. And what we're gonna do is we'll put all our stuff in there, and then we'll take it and we'll bury it. And I'll make like a little treasure map so that if for some reason 20 years from now I'm not here anymore, Caroline can take that treasure map and live one last adventure with her dad through the map, and go dig up the time capsule. Maybe we'll stick some photos in there. I don't know, there's all kinds of possibilities, but I thought this was kind of fun. And I think, what did I pay? $2.99 for this as well? Yeah, $2.99. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely worth it to me. And then last, but certainly not least, I got this awesome Small Soldiers figure, Major Chip Hazard. How awesome is he? Now, I think I actually have this one already in my collection. At a toy show, I think it was last year sometime, I bought a very large collection of Small Soldiers. They didn't have their weapons and accessories. They were basically just the figures, but I bought a pretty large collection. And I think I have actually found him in a thrift store before. So if I've got doubles of him, I won't be keeping him. I'll either trade him or maybe try and sell him. I don't think these guys are worth too much money without their weapons and whatnot, but they're still really cool to see. And the fact that I found them in a thrift store, even better.
All right, gang, it's time for another Goody Wheel. What you got for me today, Goody Wheel? What you got for me today?
Oh, check this out. Again, I'm not a Funko person, but that's a cool ghost monster. All right, I'm gonna get that. It's $3.99. I'm gonna get it and just pop them out of the box and put them with my Pac-Man stuff. Oh, look what I found over here. Jackie the Joke Man Martling. Live in concert. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I recently found a Jackie the Joke Man like joke toy, like a joke maker, like electronic toy thing, whatever. some sort of Jackie thing. Anyway, this would go cool with it. Oh, what's this? Oh, never mind. I thought that was a cassette tape. All right, well, I'm gonna grab this. Check this dude out. He's like made of like a resin. He's a little piggy bank. Definitely old. I don't know, I kind of dig him. What do they want for him? $6, damn. What do we got here? Looks like some old TMNT. Oh yeah, 1989. What was this like, was this part of the pizza thrower? Huh. Well, if I can find the rest of it, I'll pick it up. If not, I'll just leave it here. Oh, check out this old game. That's cool. What year is that from? 1994. Alright, what do they want for that? It's got an old Kmart sticker on it too. $1.99. Alright, I'm gonna grab that for $1.99. I think that's fun. What do we got here? Looks like a Loki. I don't know. Is that a Marvel Select? So maybe a Diamond Select figure. Oh, we got a Doctor Who Desktop Patrol Dalek. Caroline is really into Doctor Who, so I might get that for her. Oh, they got a plush, whatchamacallit there. What do they call that thing?
Oh look, they got a desktop patrol Dalek. Caroline is really into Doctor Who. I might get that for her. Oh, dang, look at these things. Those cool. Suckers are big. What are they asking for those? $3.99 each. Yeah, those are kind of cool, man. I don't think I'm gonna get them, but they are neat. Look at this Barbie. Yeah, she thick. What do we got back here? Oh, look at that, man. Well, he's got a crack in him, but that's old. I just wound him up, and he works. I know he's got a crack in him, but what do they want for him? 99 cents? Yeah, I'll take that for 99 cents, even though it has a crack. Oh, well, looky. Look what I just found in Plushville. E.T. Well, that's awesome. What do they want for him? $1.99. All right, let's snag him. All right, gang, so I did pick up a few fun things here at the Goodie Wheel. Nothing mind-blowing by any means, but got some fun stuff and got something for my daughter Caroline as well. So let's do a little show and tell. First up on deck, we've got this little piggy bank. So cool. Like, this is a big stack of dollars he's got down here. I don't know what the scorecard is for. I don't know why he's got a scorecard. He kind of looks like he's dressed like an accountant, but it's got somebody's name on the back, Ben. But this is definitely an older piggy bank. It's not something you would see these days in the stores, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think that scorecard is all about, because he's got this big stack of dollars down here, and he's got this, I don't know if it's like a golfing visor or it is, you know, an accountant visor. you know how in all the old movies, the accountants all had like little visors like that, you know. But anyway, pretty neat little piggy bank. And then for $1.99, I picked up this Milton Bradley Hot Shot baseball travel game. Now, this was a game you probably would have taken on summer vacation with you when you and your family went to the beach or to the mountains. Maybe even on a long car ride to grandma's house. And then of course, you know, you would take it into grandma's house when you got there because grandma didn't have any toys. You had to bring your own toys. But it's a fun game. I never actually owned this game or anything like this. I did have some of like the Tiger electronic games like Double Dragon and stuff like that. Those were always a lot of fun. But this looks like it was a cool game too. So you pull back on this lever, and then the baseballs pop up out of that little section there. I'll show you here in a second. And then you would just try and hit a home run. Now it says it's a motorized pitch and hit game. I did not see anywhere where you could put batteries in this thing. Maybe it's hidden. I did look underneath, and there is like a place that's got some screws. So I don't know, maybe I gotta take the screws out to put some batteries in it. But this little piece right here looks like it would kind of slide back and forth, and you can kind of hear the motor there. And then I guess the object of the game is to have the baseball, when it pops up, to try to hit this little sign. So let me show this to you real quick. So if you press down on this, the baseball pops up out of here. Oops, there we go. And then, you know, you got 3 strikes and you're out, sort of thing. But yeah, what a fun little game. And check this out. It still has the Kmart sticker on it. And it was $9.48 back in the day. How crazy is that? I mean, that's kind of expensive. That's like $20, $25 today. It was made in 1994. So yeah, it's probably about $20 today. I guess that kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's definitely a fun game. Man, I'm not becoming a Funko Pop collector, am I? Because last week I got a Beetlejuice, and this week I got Clyde, the ghost monster from Pac-Man. But I think I made a mistake, guys. Like, see those little holes in the side? I was looking at photos of him online, and apparently he's got arms and hands. And I took him out of the box, and then I threw the box away, and I'm wondering if maybe the arms were in there. So I might have thrown the arms out. He still looks cool either way, like this. I mean, you know, I mean, that's how the ghost monsters looked anyway. They didn't have arms, right? They look like these guys back here. So, but I thought he was really neat, and he looks like he's high. I mean, if you take a look at his eyes, it looks like he's puffed on a doobie or two, man. Like, look at him. Anyway, he's stoned out of his mind right now, and but he's gonna go onto my Pac-Man shelf. All right, I got him all wound up. Check this out. That is so cool that he still works after all these years. So I was looking at the bottom. There's a Roman numeral there on the bottom, MCM-LXXV3, and that is 1978. So he's almost as old as me. I was born in 75, so he's as old as my brother. My brother was born in 78. And then I grabbed this Jackie the Joke Man Martling VHS tape. Like I said before, you know, he was a pretty raunchy comic. He even has like XXX on the box there, which I find funny because he's got this Joke Master Jr. thing for kids. So if you guys remember, I found this a few weeks back, and I was like, that is so weird that somebody with his sense of humor would make something for kids. Kind of wild. But anyway, I thought, you know, maybe I could lot these up potentially and sell them for people that are fans of Jackie the Joke Man. But anyway, I thought it was kind of an interesting find. I also found this cute little guy, this little E.T. plush. He still has the tags and everything. I got one that looks almost exactly like him, except he's actually from the 1980s. So I don't know if maybe this was like a reproduction version of that one. They're about the same size. I should have busted them out to have them side by side in this show and tell. But anyway, I picked up this ET for $1.99. And for $6.99, I couldn't pass up this Marvel Select. I think it's made by Diamond Select. Loki. Now, I am not a Marvel fan. Like, I'm just, it's not that I don't like Marvel. I'm just not really into it. You know what I mean? So because of that, I will probably try and sell this guy for like 15 or 20 bucks. I think he's worth that. That's, you know, according to what I saw on eBay anyway, but for $6.99, I couldn't pass him up. And then finally, for my little girl, Caroline the Greatest, I got this Desktop Patrol Dalek. So Caroline is really into Doctor Who, the Netflix series. She doesn't watch the old Doctor Who from back in the day. It's that new Netflix series, and she loves it. So I've never actually seen an episode of Doctor Who, so I don't even know what it's about. I think it's something to do with time travel or something, but apparently, from what Caroline told me, these guys are like the bad guys. They're, you know, they're not good. They're not friendlies. But anyway, I told her after this show and tell, she could have this and she could bust him out of his plastic prison and put him on her desk. All right, our next stop is Big Texas Thrift. What do we got here? Look at that, a bunch of Beyblade stuff. What do they want for the bag? Oh, $4.29? Oh, wow. I might be mistaken, but I think that might be the Sinclair Brontosaurus. Like the vintage one from like the 1950s or 60s. If it is, it's worth some money. And here's some overpriced turtles for $8.49. Oh, what do we got here? The Secret Test. Oh, it's a Cabbage Patch Kids. Box is a little beat up, but you don't see that too often. I'll probably grab that with 99 cents. So yeah, I'll get it for 99 cents. Got Mother Goose. The Grind. Is this fairy tale? Okay, I thought maybe this was Rugrats for a second. Let's see, No Way Out. The Three Stooges. Oh, look at this, a Pippi Longstocking.
That's awesome. Yep, and it's the correct VHS inside. I better make sure on this one too. The screen test. Oh, I thought it said the secret test. It says the screen test. All right. That's pretty cool.
All right, well, let's take a look at this haul that I just picked up.
So I picked up a handful of VHS, a couple that you probably saw in the video and a couple that you didn't because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I got the Cabbage Patch Kids The Screen Test VHS. It's kind of creepy looking. And then I got the Pippi Longstocking, which is awesome. But how cool is this? I also got some Powerpuff Girls, baby. Caroline and me and Nicole used to watch this show all the time when she was a little girl. So I picked up some of these and man, the box covers on them are just so vibrant. I love it. Next up, I picked up this Lift the Lid on Mummies, Unravel the Mysteries of Egyptian Tombs and Make Your Own Mummy. So they wanted like $12.91 for this thing, but it turns out he was half off today. So I picked him up. And you can see here, if I flip this around, the mold is cut out there where I can just put the mummy back together. And then I can wrap him up in the cloth and mummify him. And he also came with some of these the heads of these Egyptian gods. So I believe this is Horus, the sun god. And then we've got Isis, which is Horus's mother. And then we've got Anubis, which is god of the underworld. And I don't quite remember who this one is. I don't know if that's supposed to be Osiris, possibly. I don't know. I don't know this one. So if you guys know the name of that god, let me know. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. And you know, the way they mummified people was really interesting. You know, I think they would like pack them in salt and all that stuff like that. And there was this whole thing that like their bodies could be resurrected or reincarnated and all that stuff like that. It's a pretty fascinating topic. The Book of the Dead is all tied into that. So anyway, it's a cool little figure. Not anything I'm going to be selling because he's not really worth anything. He's selling for about $15 on eBay. It's just something I'm going to keep for myself. Well, gang, it turns out I was wrong. This is not the Sinclair Brontosaurus. This is the Field Museum of Chicago Brontosaurus. However, with that being said, upon a little bit of research, it looks like it was made from the same mold as the Sinclair dinosaur. Now, if had it been the Sinclair, had it been labeled Sinclair, that thing sells for like $60 to $70 on eBay. I have some of the other Sinclair dinosaurs like the T-Rex and I think a Triceratops, but I don't have the Brontosaurus, unfortunately. But this one will probably go into the collection right next to the other Sinclair dinos that I have, but he's pretty cool nonetheless, and he is worth a little bit of money. He's selling for like $15 to $20 in most cases on eBay, but I think he's pretty awesome. All right, here we are, the fifth and final store of the day for 5 Thrift Store Friday, and man, did I score big. Check this out. Wow, look at all this, man. Somebody like dumped their wrestling collection here. What do they want for these? 1981, what? What's this right here? Matt Cardona. Brian Myers. Interesting. What do they want for this? $17. Holy crap. And they want $16.91 for this. Is this a April O'Neil, Bride of Frankenstein? Wow, man. I need to see how much these things are going for. I mean, if they're worth a lot of money, then yeah, it might be worth buying some of them, you know? Let's check out this one here. The Invisible Man. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these two guys right here. They're like the old LJN figures, you know, except they're called big rubber guys, but they're $16.91 each, so basically $17. But this one's selling for like, I think $80 to $100, and this one's selling for like $60 to $70. And then this guy right here is selling for like $60, $65. So I'm gonna grab these three for sure. And then we've got these wrestling buddies, which I don't even know how much they're asking for these. Let's see, $20 a piece. So I don't know, they might be worth it. Let me check on them.
Damn, son! How awesome was this haul? Holy cow, like when I walked in there and just saw all those wrestling figures on the shelves, I just like was like, holy crap, like there's got to be something worth some money in here, and there definitely was. I paid up on these things. I paid more than what I would typically want to pay at a thrift store, but the upside of being able to flip this stuff and make some extra money, I think outweighed how much the price of the things actually were. So let's do some show and tell. All right, first up from this haul is Donatello as the Invisible Man Ultimate Action Figure. So how cool is this, guys? Now, these figures that I'm about to show you in this show and tell, most of them range between like $16 and $20, so I definitely paid up on them, but they are worth more than that, which is a good thing. And it means I can flip some of these, because I don't really collect these style of turtles. You know, I'm a vintage guy. I'm pretty much all vintage. I do have a few modern things, but I don't have anybody else in this line, so I'm not interested in keeping him. So I'll probably either list him on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. And, you know, I'll try. I don't remember what these things are worth exactly. I looked them up in the stores. So I'll try and throw some comps up here on the screen so you can kind of see. But I'm guessing like he was worth somewhere around $40 to $45, brand new in the box like this. So I got him, and then I also got this Dracula. Man, this thing looks fantastic. Check that out. Man, what an amazing looking figure. Got him over here, got the artwork, the action figure photography. Yeah, this guy looks absolutely fantastic. So my friend Vinny is a huge horror fan, and I would imagine he's got this figure already. And Vinny, if you're watching and you don't have it, unfortunately, I'm not sending this one to you. I'm keeping this one for myself. I'm gonna keep this one for myself. He's a big horror fan. A lot of times when I pick stuff up, like I picked this up a couple weeks back, he was like, dude, I want that. And I was like, it's yours, you know? So he hooks me up a lot with some vintage toys that he finds in his area in Chicago, and then also like cartoon VHS tapes. But I usually give him my horror stuff as a result of that. You know, we take care of each other, friends helping friends. But Vinny, this one is too awesome for me to let go, dude. I freaking love this thing. But for some reason, I think you already have this. And then I got some AEW wrestling figures. So I got this AEW Sting. He is an all elite AEW, and the figure looks really cool. I really dig it. I'm not going to keep it because I'm not a modern wrestling figure collector, but of all the ones on the shelf, he seemed to be the most valuable of those, as far as, you know, what I would be paying for him compared to how much I could resell him for. But I also got this action pack, which has like a chair, a broomstick, a baseball bat, all with barbed wire on it. There looks like there's like some barbed wire pieces on the wall there in the background. We got some sort of cage, and then like this gold chain. So really cool. And then on the back here are some of the other figures in this series. There's Darby Allin, Danhausen, Wardlow, the Butcher, the Blade, the Bunny. I don't know any of those people. I'm not a modern wrestling fan. I'm a WWF guy. And then how freaking epic was this find, man? I got this big rubber guys, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers figure. Now, in all transparency, I know nothing about these guys. I know zero. I think Matt has a podcast called The Major, so I'll have to check that out and kind of see what that's all about. But I did some research on these guys, and they look like they're selling for about $50 to $80, and in some cases like $100. But I think they're also rare, or at least Matt Cardona is rare. One of the listings I saw with him said that it was 1 of 1,000 that were made. So I don't know for sure. Maybe you guys can help me out. Are these guys rare, or were there a ton of them made? So they are reminiscent of the LJN Wrestling Superstars figures, which I have a huge collection of. I've got George the Animal Steel here. I've got my Hulk Hogan, but I have a ton more off camera. Now, these guys, they did come with their accessories. Matt's got his crown and his internet belt. And then Brian over here has the tag team belts. And one of the things I love about these collectible figures is the cards that they came on. So see this piece of plastic right here on the side, and then over here, and then on the top? Like, you can actually kind of fold that back and slide the card in and out. So in other words, you can take the figures out of their plastic prison and you can put them on display. And then if you want them back in the bubble, you just slide the card in and out, put them back in the bubble, and then slide the card back on, and you've got them back in the bubble again. I think all toys should be made that way. That is pretty freaking awesome. But yeah, I was really stoked to see these because I'm an LJN Wrestling Superstars fan, and they fit right in. Well, hey gang, that's all I got for you on this 5 Thrift Store Friday. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you did, do me a favor, smash the like button. It helps me out. It helps the channel grow. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, because I got a lot more great adventures coming your way. In fact, if you want to watch more videos just like this, then check out this next video.